Alright guys, this one's gonna be a quickie. And I mean a quickie. I'm serious, ask your last girlfriend. She'll tell you. She'll tell you that story. But anyway, this is gonna be a quick video with 10 common Dragon Ball Z misconceptions that I've seen throughout the years. And this one won't be specifically limited to Dragon Ball Z, but it might end up being limited to Dragon Ball Z. So let's get right into it. One per minute here. The first Dragon Ball Z misconception that I see is people that say all it is people with big muscles getting into each other and fighting and smashing rocks and all this stuff. And you know, shout out to Harold, by the way. I owe him money. Shout out to Mike from 5-Star Media. I owe Harold money. Let him know. I'll get to his PayPal account. But the thing about Dragon Ball is that it's not just specifically guys with big muscles tearing into each other, which is something that I should definitely rephrase in the future. But the thing is, Dragon Ball is more so, it was meant to be more so of a comedy sort of thing, but then Toriyama basically picked up on the fact that people love fighting, so he basically did that afterwards. But even with all the fighting that's inside of Dragon Ball, there are still plenty of lighthearted moments to keep anyone entertained. Number 2, the misconception that people think that Broly is the strongest Dragon Ball character of all time. Now, stop. Stop it right now. No, okay. This whole power is overflowing thing needs to stop. Like, I'm serious. The thing about Broly's power supposedly overflowing is the fact that if you put a cup on a table and you fill it with water and you overfill it with water, are you even going to want to drink the water that's on the table anymore? No, you're not. That water becomes useless. If it was Kool-Aid especially, you would be tempted to get it off the table, but would you really do it? No, you wouldn't get off the table. That's ridiculous. You're not going to do that.
God, please,
and that's basically my number 2 misconception about Dragon Ball. Number 3, the more hair that you get, the stronger you become. Okay, this one is a very common misconception, and I just want to get this out right now. That is not exactly how it's chosen. Even though throughout Dragon Ball Z that seemed to be the classic formula, you see later on Dragon Ball Super we have transformations like Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan that are basically resetting this common theme of more hair makes you stronger. So you see this misconception kind of being thrown to the wayside right now. For now at least. Until we get like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 3. I will personally wouldn't mind that. And that's nothing. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Did that have more hair? No, it did not. So for now we just wait and see. Number 4, the people that think that the English dub is the only version that you should watch Dragon Ball in. Now, listen, I understand. Everyone has a favorite. Whether if you're a parent, you have a favorite child, no matter what you tell your kids. You can tell them, oh no, I love you all equally. BS. No. Now, I'm lucky that I grew up as an only child, so I don't have to go through this kind of thing. But for the people that did not grow up as only children, I'm sorry, but you are more than likely either the favorite or you're not the favorite. There is no parent that is able to possibly love their children equally.
While you're here, would you like to see your son Kakarot?
Keka what? Oh, right, his name. Nah, think I'll pass. Didn't pay attention to Raditz when he was growing up.
Even if it is a 51 and 49% difference sort of thing, there's still going to be someone that is loved slightly more. Start getting your grades up, man. Always. But the thing is, Dragon Ball is one of those things where it's like, if you're really into it, if you're a true fan, you have to watch it in a different format than the English dub. I'm not saying you have to watch it with Japanese, but what I'm saying is, you know, read the manga in English if you want to, that kind of thing. But don't base your entire argument in a Dragon Ball Z debate off of all the Dragon Ball Z movies that you've seen if you don't know that those aren't even canon, because, you know, that's just not okay. Number 5, the games suck. Let me go off on a little tangent about this one real quick. Okay, the Dragon Ball Z games are very polarizing, obviously. You have Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 that is dropping right now, soon in October, and it's not. I don't know. People don't seem to like it. I did a rant about it already, so I'm not going to go into it again. But the Dragon Ball Z games are very interesting. There have been some games like the Budokai series that have been so competitive driven that I could have easily seen them going to Evo if they had been a bit more fleshed out. Especially Burst Limit. Burst Limit should have been at Evo. No doubt in my mind. If you don't believe me, that game was nominated for Best Fighting Game of the year that he came out in. So if you don't believe me, take it from the people that nominated that game for what he actually got. Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit, great game. I shouldn't go off on a tangent about this anymore. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, why am I still talking about this? By the way. Oh! Woo! Okay. Number 6. This one is kind of a remix of number 1, but this whole misconception that Dragon Ball Z should only be fighting. Now, this is for the people that haven't seen the original Dragon Ball and stuff like that. Now, my knowledge on the original Dragon Ball is very rusty. I saw it when I was very young, but I saw it nonetheless. The people that hate Dragon Ball Super, from what I've seen, and there are some people that hate Dragon Ball Super for very legitimate reasons, such as lackluster character development and stuff like that. But Dragon Ball has never been that kind of series to where you should rely on character development. Think of Dragon Ball Super as like that TV reunion special, kind of. Think of it like that. Because it's more so of like the characters having a good time. Because Dragon Ball Z told the bulk of the story, but now Super is just filling in that little timeline before the next World Tournament. And possibly onwards, hopefully. Please, Toriyama Sensei. Okay, number 7. I want to just get into this real quick. Why do some people think that Dragon Ball Z ripped off Sonic the Hedgehog? Now, this is a quick one. I'm not even going to stay on this one for very long. Come on, Rakurai. 7 Dragon Balls, 7 Chaos Emeralds, then you have Super Sonic and Super... Shut up, man! No! Stop it! Okay. Listen here, boy. I'm about to roast you real quick. First of all, Sonic the Hedgehog was made long after Dragon Ball Z had finished its serialization in the Shonen Jump manga. At least I believe so. I think so. I could be wrong on that point. What I'm not wrong about is the fact that Super Sonic was actually made off of inspiration from the Super Saiyan transformation. That's for the 7 Dragon Balls and Chaos Emeralds. I'm not quite sure. I am honestly not quite sure about that one. I don't know. But I know for a fact that Super Sonic was made long after Super Saiyan wasn't there. So there's no... You can't copy something that was made in the future. That's stupid. Real talk, that's really stupid. I'm sorry. Number 8. All Dragon Ball is a bunch of grown men screaming. I've seen so many pie charts, guys. Pie charts. I'm not talking about Publix apple pies. I'm talking about McDonald's apple pie. Shout out to McDonald's, by the way, for those apple pies. But I'm talking about pie charts. And I'm talking about those pie charts where it says what Dragon Ball Z is. And you'll see like 15% is about, 15% is about fighting, which is unfair. Then you see the rest of the entire pie chart being fighting. Why? The thing about it is that if you watch Kai, which people don't like to do for some reason, you'll see that the pacing has greatly increased. And whose fault is that for screaming? Is it the fault of Toei Animation or the fault of Akira Toriyama? It is Toei Animation's fault. Please get over yourselves. Oh my gosh, that one will never make sense to me till the end. Number 9, Toriyama is a bad writer. Now, that's the thing. Toriyama has a lot of plot holes, yes, in his stories. That doesn't make him a bad writer. Toriyama is a good writer by trade, and he wouldn't be so freaking rich if he weren't a good storyteller. But he's very good at what he does. He wants to tell a good, entertaining story, and for that, he's a very good writer in my book, and should be to you guys as well. Now, number 10, the grand finale The Dragon Ball Z fan base is very hostile. I'll stop you right there. We're very nice, loving people. If you actually find the ones that don't go in the comments section, look, they scare me. Wait, what is it? Mom, what is it? Well, what do you mean they're coming? Look at the comment section, people. They can't be here. This is my house. Hold on, guys. I'm about to go to war. Hold on. It's time. It's time. Okay, I'm back. I just had to, take care of some business. They were outside of my house throwing picket signs at me and all this stuff, trying to stab me. Oh, freaking idiots. But the thing about it is, the Dragon Ball Z fan base, we're generally very nice people. We really are. I mean, very nice people like Zack the Galactic Patrolman, Gita 101, Dragon Ball Nation, Rhyme Style, Pale Zeon, let me think, Omega Pro. I'm literally dabbing as I'm giving this list, and I don't know why. But you have very nice people in the Dragon Ball Z community. So, overall, we're not very hostile. If you only look in the comment section and not the videos, I can understand what you mean, but we're overall really nice people, just like any other group. And number 11, this is a bonus fact for you guys. Dragon Ball Z is not a real anime. Shut your face, I'm not even going to go into detail about this. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and maybe even share the video with your friends. Help me get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I mispronounced the word subscribers for the first time, I don't know why. But help me get to 100 subscribers by then. I've been gaining subscribers like crazy, and I don't know what exactly is happening. I've literally gained maybe like 20 subscribers in the past week, which, for me is crazy. When you have 64 subscribers, you have pretty small goals, and those goals, when they get accomplished, you're just so happy. And, yeah, and also, fun fact, this entire video was made in improv. I'm not kidding. No script, right? I don't know how I did this. I don't understand how I did this. I'm happy. But anyways, guys, like I said, press that subscribe button if you like what you see, and there will definitely be more of these videos in the near future. So, until next time, this was the Dreadhead Supreme you ordered online from PizzaHut.com. This was Dr. Dre is releasing his mixtape before Dr. Dre ever will, probably in 2078. Follow me on SoundCloud, please. I'm kidding, I don't have a SoundCloud. This is Rackarai signing off. Peace out.